Severe tropical storm Matmo, also known as Paolo in the Philippines, is now nearing landfall. You see that here on microwave imagery. This pierced through those upper level clouds. You can see the inner core of this really forming up what looks like a eye wall, and that's going to be coming on shore just around Casigoran, basically northeastern areas of Aurora or southeastern Isabela. Heavy rainfall already being reported, though, across a good portion of Luzon, even as far back north as Parry. You got heavy showers back towards Pangasinan and also into Manila. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, always do my best to keep you posted, informed on the latest of what's happening out here in the Western Pacific, with no hype, but just letting you know when it is time to start to worry. And at this time, if you have not made those proper preparations across parts of Isabela and Aurora, it's starting to get a little bit too late here on our Friday morning. This storm system is intensifying right up to landfall. Winds now at 95 kilometers per hour, according to JMA, but they've been very weak on the intensity. I would say it's closer to 110, maybe 120 kilometers per hour up to that typhoon status. At the very least, a severe tropical storm. Moving off towards the west, it is expected, by the way, after moving over the Philippines, to intensify up to a stronger typhoon status. Could get up to about Cat 2 or Cat 3 on the Saffron-Simpson scale. But today, the big topic is it's coming on shore, moving over the Sierra Madre Mountains, which will cause it to weaken. That is very typical when these storms move over those mountains there. Coming across the Cagayan Valley, bringing heavy rainfall. Some spots as 100 or 200 millimeters as possible. And then we're still looking by Friday evening across Region 1 with that flow coming on shore on the back side of it. Now, one saving grace with this storm system is the fact it is moving along at a pretty decent clip. In fact, right now, I think it's about 15 to 20 kilometers per hour forward motion, which doesn't seem fast, and I totally understand when you're like, well, that's slow. But as far as tropical systems, especially in this area, that is a pretty decent pace. So the storm's not going to be lingering. It moves on shore Friday morning, and by Friday afternoon into the evening starts to go back off and head off towards the west. Take a look at the Google DeepMind model, and you know I've really been praising this one recently, just showing that it's still anticipating right up to landfall here, some intensification, with the Google DeepMind expecting a Cat 1 rate at landfall. Based on microwave imagery, I mean, it probably is not going to get that upgrade per the official agencies ahead of time, but maybe afterwards, after they analyze some damage and reassessment, it could get up to that Cat 1 status, just because it would be a big burst right before landfall. But the point is, treat it as it is a low-end typhoon. I can't stress that enough. So many people have been saying in a lot of the comments on these videos, well, it's the Philippines, and we know that it's going to get hit, and we are used to this, and I hear you, but it's anywhere on Earth. I guess tropical systems, you hear this a lot in Florida, people say this, and each storm is different, and each storm packs their own punch. This one's going to be a big rainmaker. It could have some sneaky damaging winds, though, into it. And that's why Signal Force 3, as you see the graphic below me, stretches across a good portion of central Luzon. Pegasus still is taking it seriously, so I understand that you are used to these storms, and you get them all the time, but just be careful with that idea and that mentality of saying, all right, it doesn't matter, because these can get rather serious. By the way, on the back side of this, there's other areas we're watching just towards the east. We have newly named 94W out there as well, spinning up just north of the Ogasaway Islands, and another tropical area could develop, at least a low pressure area, by the mid part of next week and move into central areas of Visayas too. So, I mean, there's a lot happening here in the Western Pacific right now, outside of our current landfalling storm system, which this is the official forecast from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. You can see now maybe they might upgrade this in warning number 8, put it up to typhoon status, but like I said, it's really about the rain and this big broad band of tropical storm force winds. I like the graphics from JTWC because the northern periphery of this semicircle towards the north and towards the south, a lot of people ask what that is. That's the extent of tropical storm strength winds, or kind of here on the GFS and the ECMWF, kind of see the extent of the purples and reds. That is the extent of that tropical storm strength wind. So it does have like this big wind field. So even if you're not in that center line, this is where it could sneak up and surprise you. You know, you could be looking at here by Friday evening parts of Ilocos Norte, looking at tropical storm strength winds. Maybe not so much Manila. You're going to be missing out on this towards the south. It's going to be passing towards the north. But you also could be looking at some passing heavy rain showers into Manila as that flow kind of wraps around as this pushes off there towards the west. So yeah, a lot going on with this. By the way, I'm just trying to refresh this real quick. Let's load up some of our ensembles here with the GFS, and you can kind of see the SpaghettiOs with this storm system moving towards the north and west. But we also have that other area I was talking about just towards the northwest of the Ogasawara Islands. That's going to be the next big topic, pushing out here towards southwestern Japan, maybe even over towards Okinawa by the mid part of next week. So yeah, lots happening. Anyways, hey, if you got questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I try my best to keep you posted and informed on these updates. I know I'm talking fast. I'm just trying to get a lot of information in here really quickly here for you. So yeah, if you got any of those additional questions, please let me know. Or if you have any tips, or if you just want to subscribe and check out our Patreon, link is down below for that as well, because I can tell you, you're the reason, our Patreon members, why I continue to do what we do here till today. All right, so this is one last thing before I kind of get off my rant here. Make sure you check in with those official agencies, by the way, especially Pagasa, but especially your local kind of towns. If they have any evacuation shelters set up, if they're saying, hey, maybe you should get in. I'm sure a lot of these communities on the East Coast are doing that. These guys go through this all the time. But even further inland, especially the Kakayan River, I know multiple spillways are open on the Magat Dam. I just want to make sure that no one's caught off guard with rising flood waters. I feel like this is the type of storm that would be the case. It would be kind of a sneaky flood threat. So, yeah. Anyways, all right. Let me know if you got questions. I'm not going to have an update for a little while now. I got to get up really early for work tomorrow. I'll be working all day. So my next update might not be for another 10 hours after recording this, maybe 12 hours, excuse me. Probably longer than that, actually. But by that time, the storm's already going to be passed on by. So make sure you check in with your local agencies for more information and everything. And, I say this on YouTube. This is where, if you're watching this here. But on our Facebook pages, Robert Speta Weather, and especially Western Pacific Weather, follow there for more information, because we're going to be reporting reports, videos, damage, anything like that happening out here in the Philippines. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, though, and as always, my number one thing is, please, friends, stay safe out there.